Hello, Team Revive. My name is Stephanie Faulstich. I am a gold ambassador for Plexus Worldwide. Coming at you live today for just a little sit and sip with me. Share my journey a little bit with you guys about what's been going on for me. I was trying to find a quiet place. The girls just went down for their nap. We just got back from a bike ride literally minutes ago and I put them straight to nap time. So I'm a little glistening right now, and so I'm sitting in the van in the driveway, but that's just how we do things around here. I don't sweat the small stuff anymore, thanks to Vital Biome. Okay, so Krista wanted me to come on and just share a little bit about my story and my journey and things that are going on, and these are the bullet points that she asked me to talk about. So Krista, I took notes and I'm going to try to follow these. So you guys help me stay on track if I get way out of there. Okay, I am Stephanie Faulstich. I am now a gold ambassador for Plexus Worldwide. It's so awesome to say that. My sponsor is Simone Perigo. I am a foster mom. I am an adopted mom of two little girls. They are 2 and 4 now. I'm a single mom. So the foster to adopt journey has been phenomenal for me, and my heart is there first and foremost. And so a lot of all of this has happened because of that. And I keep thinking back, because when I wanted to become a foster parent as a single mom, my family thought I was crazy. And they told me, we're not kid people. We're not into kids. And I had it in here. I had a calling, and I knew that was my purpose, and that's what I was supposed to do. And so I kind of was able to put blinders on, and I did what was in my heart and where I was being led. And that turned into something so wonderful and so much better than I could have ever planned. And that's how family has come to me. And so I only share that because I have that same feeling now with Plexus. When people think, oh, that's crazy, this is a network marketing thing, this has gotten a hold of me, and it's in my heart. It's right here. It's the same feeling that I had when I went down the adoption path through foster care. And I remember having that feeling, and I know what that led to. And so I'm telling you guys, I am all in with this, and I'm going. Plexus has changed my life that much already. So a little bit about my journey. Now, a little bit of the back. My journey is, so I have this good friend, Simone. On Facebook, she's Matt Simone Perigo. Really great friend of mine, a nurse at the hospital that I worked at. And we're also very close family friends. She's almost like a sister-in-law to me, really. And so she had started on something. I knew something. I didn't know what. And Simone was changing before my eyes. And Simone started posting on Facebook. And Simone had this pink drink. And Simone's complexion and her whole face changed. She had energy, and she was talking about it, and she had lost weight, and she was just going gangbusters. And so finally, after probably a good 6 months of watching her, I finally messaged her, and I said, okay, what is it that you're doing? And she told me about Plexus, and this pink drink. And I said, oh, okay. And that was all. And she was okay, and Simone just kept doing her thing, and she kept sharing, and she kept posting, and I kept watching her. And then a couple months later, I said, okay, whatever it is, I'll do it. But don't make me, I'm not selling anything. Don't ask me to post anything. I'm not doing any of that. But I want to try this because something had to get better at that point for me. At that point, I had my 2 little girls, and then all last summer, I also fostered 2 teenage girls, and that was absolutely wonderful. And it just didn't end well. And so it was very traumatic. And there was a lot of stress, a lot of pressure, working full time and trying to keep it all in check. And I just started crumbling and unraveling, really. And so just something had to change. I had gained 50 pounds in 2 years' time. And I had always been thin my whole life. There was just a lot of weird things going on. I had been diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis on my 35th birthday, and that was devastating. And then I turned 40, and just all kinds of stuff happened. My second baby came. I was now a mother of 2. It was just a lot of change and a lot of things happening, and everything was on me. As a single mom, there's nobody to share stuff with, even just to really vent to. It's here with you. So I said, okay, I'll try it. I got signed up as an ambassador because it is the cheapest price, and that's what I needed. And at the time, I think I had to wait about 2 months because I had to budget for it. And Simone was patient with me the whole time. And I really, really appreciated that. And I still do. And I want to be like that as well. I got signed up and I started with the products. The thing is, I wasn't consistent. I would forget to take the pink drink because I was still drinking my coffee with, a cup and a half of the flavored creamers every morning. There was a lot of stuff going on. I just wasn't, it was a mess. I wasn't consistent. So I had taken it for maybe about a month, and then for maybe 6 weeks, I didn't have any at all. And kind of noticed, my joints and things did feel better. And so I got back on it. Because Simone continues to get better, right? And she's just shining. And I'm just tanking into just a deep, really deep, dark place. A dark place where I couldn't hardly stay out of bed. And when we would get home at night, it was all I could do just to get the girls something to eat. And then they'd have to come and lay in bed with me. And I started thinking that they would be better without me. I started thinking that I had brought them in and adopted them, and I wasn't going to be able to take care of them. And what a disservice I did for them, because that wasn't the life that I wanted them to have. And I wasn't being the mom that I wanted to be for them. I wasn't being a good friend. I wasn't being a good coworker. And 2 days before Christmas, I was fired. And that absolutely devastated me. And that was horrible. So much of my identity was wrapped up into my job, and what I did for a living. And I didn't know what I was going to do. That same week, I had noticed that my skin was brighter and lighter, and my melasma was diminishing. And just that week, right before I got fired, my skin tags around my neck fell off. And I was doing the Joyome skincare for about a month, and I had just started taking the collagen complex. And I was like, whoa, this stuff is amazing. And so I remember being so excited to go and tell my friends at work who kept dogging Plexus and telling me the stuff wasn't going to work. And I just couldn't wait to run in and tell them, but I never got that chance. And so, I was sitting at home one day and I just thought, you know what? If they can do it, why can't I? Why can't I? And so I had taken my side-by-side pictures to look at my skin to make sure that what I was seeing was real. And y'all, it blew me away. It blew me away. I had dermatologists tell me that this is the way that my skin was. The melasma was so dark in these areas from sun damage and from hormones that she told me that there was nothing that they could do. I was just going to have to make peace with it. And I hated my skin. I would always just kind of hide behind it and put on so much makeup. And so anyway, when this happened, I was just, wow. And so I posted a picture. I posted my side-by-side picture of my melasma. I've never shown anybody that. And I wrote up something about it. And I also mentioned in there that my skin tags had fallen off. And that's when my career with Plexus took off. Y'all, I can't even tell you how many people messaged me about the skin tags. That is a real thing that people deal with. And nobody likes those things. So from there on, it was just like, wow, maybe I can. Maybe I can. Maybe I can be home with my girls and do all the things and be able to be there for them and, do all the fun things and take them here and there and work this. And that dream was born. And so, I lost my job, but I already had Plexus in my lap. All I had to do was pick it up. And all I have done since then is post on Facebook. I am just now learning how to do Instagram. I don't even know how to look up what people are commenting on my stuff yet, but I'm working on it. What I've seen in my health so far, I've gotten years in December. As of January, middle-ish of January, I have been off of all of my prescription meds for rheumatoid arthritis. And that's amazing. That is huge because I had to see my rheumatologist every 6 months. I had to have special blood work run every 6 months to check my kidney and liver functions. I also had to go to the eye doctor because one of the scripts would cause detached retinas. I would be on prednisone all winter long the previous years. And that would cause weight gain and horrible cystic acne. And prolonged use of prednisone is not good for your bones. It increases your chances of having a hip fracture. I do have osteopenia because of some of the stuff. Let's see, I also had a prescription medication for adult cystic acne. And that was also supposed to help with my hair because my hair was falling out back here. What else was I on? I was on 3 scripts for the RA, my spironolactone. The last few years, my vitamin D has been tanking. I don't know what happened. You turn 40 and stuff just happens. So much stuff I had been taking. And y'all, I'm not taking any of it. I am not taking any of it anymore. And so when you look at the amount of medications and things that I used to take, and I had to pay out of pocket still like $300-400 twice a year for those special lab tests that I had to do. My copays for the medications, just the side effects of the medications, not having to deal or worry with any of that anymore is amazing for me. So I tell people I save money on Plexus from where I was before. I'm taking way less pills and supplements now than what I was back in December. But the kicker is that I feel better. That's the thing. I was seeing all these doctors, I was on these medications, but I had to keep going back because I wasn't feeling better. I kept feeling worse, and I was gaining weight. Nobody could tell me what was going on. Who knew? Who knew? And the thing is, I've taken probiotics in the past. I've taken collagen for years in the past. I have never, ever I have never had visible results. I've never been able to look and see, oh, this is because I'm taking this. No, I've never felt any different from taking a probiotic or collagen until I tried Plexus. And so because of these things, I am 100% sold. As I told you before, I am all in. I am all in with this. It's been amazing for me. So last fall, I started my girls, who are 2 and 4 now, I started them on the X Factor Kids. My youngest, Noelle, she had a really tough go in the womb. She was exposed to drugs and cigarettes and pot and alcohol and all kinds of stuff. For a good 2 solid months, we were in the PICU with her from the time she was 4 weeks old till about 4 months old. And then just trips to the ER, trips to the ER, trips to the ER, and she was constantly on antibiotics. A lot of respiratory problems, asthma, eczema real bad. I can tell you since October, all this winter, she's not had to use her inhalers. You guys, she has 3 different inhalers that this little baby uses, and she hasn't had to use them. It's springtime now. I'm really excited to see how this is going to go, because we did really great last fall. We've done great all winter long. We haven't been sick at all. No bronchitis, no strep that we normally would have. The day-to-day things that I noticed with the girls is that, do they call it like daycare runny nose, or the daycare runny nose, whatever, something like that. All these kids just seem to have this constant runny nose, and they all cough, and my girls don't have that anymore. And I noticed that right off the bat, that as long as they stay on that X Factor Kids, they don't have that runny nose and nasal congestion. And now Noelle doesn't have to use her inhalers. She's not coughing all night. It's springtime now. We've been out all day, every day. I haven't heard her cough at all. She's not coughing. She's not wheezing. And I got to tell you how amazing that is. Because when your baby is sick in the hospital and they have all these tubes coming out of them, and I just remember her eyes being so big looking at me because she couldn't breathe and she was scared and there was nothing I could do. This is amazing. And to hear her breathe with ease. I will share Plexus with anybody I come in contact with, because it has changed us so much, and I just want everybody else to know about that too. That people don't have to suffer with these things. there's so much that Plexus can do for so many people. It's amazing when you read the stories. I love the stories that have the side-by-side pictures. I post a lot of those on my Facebook page. Because, you know, we are in the show me state here. Seeing is believing, and pictures don't lie. I think the pictures really sell themselves. And so, you know, so far, I haven't had to sell anybody on this. I enrolled 9 people last month personally. They all have come to me so far. We have 30 on our team so far. That's amazing. That's amazing and such a blessing. And so now things have kind of changed, you know, and you know, the girls on my team are signing up people. Amy went live this morning on her Facebook page, and I was in tears, screaming, jumping up and down. It's amazing when somebody that I have been praying for says yes to Plexus. And it's a whole nother level of amazing when my friends are doing the same thing now too. And it's just the ripple effect of this. And it's just, you know, it's so much bigger than just a probiotic or just a vitamin. It really, truly is changing lives. It has changed my life. I'm a mom who participates. I am a mom who can be intentional with my time with my kids. And that's why I wanted them. That's what I wanted to give them. And I can be that. We just went for a bike ride. You know, this whole COVID-19 is crazy, and we've been home. We've been quarantined now for close to. I told my job, hey, I've got a medical needs child, and we're going on quarantine. I'm not going to come back out until this is all over with. And you know, I haven't heard a word from them. But Plexus has been here, and we've been living on my Plexus income. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, Plexus. Thank you to my unicorn drink. Today I'm having a little extra active to keep up with the girls. It's amazing, and I'm not worried. I'm not worried about spending this time at home with them. It's actually working out really, really good for us. I'm gaining confidence in my ability to be a mom and to parent them. And I'm also learning just to chill out and to go with the flow. This has really brought new meaning to the phrase one day at a time, right? And just to go with the flow, you know, and we're just being able to spend time together, and that's amazing. It's amazing the bond that it has done for us. But I couldn't do that as a single mom. I would still be working at the hospital, and I would be freaking out and panic-stricken every day that I was going to bring this home to my baby. And I know that if she got this, she would survive. I know that. So I'm doing what I can to protect them. They've had great probiotics on board. They take great vitamins. They are healthy. That is the best thing I can do for them right now, is to keep them healthy and to put good things in their bodies that's going to help them to fight off viruses. I'll just start bawling. I love Plexus. I love how much it's helped me. And you guys keep posting all these hearts, and I can't even read through all your messages right now. I can't tell you, just as much as the products have changed my life, this whole Plexus community has changed my life. And when you guys start, you know, when we start going on that Goal Crushers thread, and we're encouraging everybody, there is nothing else like it, you guys. And I feel like I could run a marathon with you guys behind me, alongside me, really. It's just amazing. And we're all in this together. We're all cheering for each other. There is no competition. There's only encouragement and support and love and lots of prayers. Lots and lots of prayers. I love that. So I am a Plexus for lifer. I'm in it for the long haul. I'm going to go all the way with this. And I just can't wait to see where this takes all of us. So thank you all for being in my life, for coming into my life. Thank you, Simone, for being so patient with me and so kind. I love you, girl, like a sister. So that's my story, Plexus. Bye.